Hey guys, Gaijin Subi is here for another video, and today we're going to be soldering and fixing some common issues found on these MAV types with the outer shell housing. We're going to be getting a full dive into this and cutting it open, and hopefully this will help you guys out in your projects with restoring your car. This is mostly going to apply to 1990s and like early 2000s Toyotas, Nissans, and Subarus. All right, let's get to it. First step that we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a razor blade and we're going to be cutting around the top of this cover to access the underside of it. I'm going to take a flathead screwdriver. I'm going to just gently pry into the top of the lid. So now we're going to lift that. Now we've lifted this up. You are going to see this gold plate. We're going to use our fingers to remove. There we have our access to our circuit board. Next, we're gonna unscrew these 4 screws right here, and this is gonna allow us to remove the male connector so we can access the contacts a lot easier through here, and that'll allow us to tin the contacts on the other side. And then we're gonna tin those just a little bit. Now we're gonna heat the soldering iron up. So now we're just gonna bend these little pins up a little bit, and then we can always seat them back down. We're gonna tin the soldering iron. Next, we're gonna place the male connector on the MAF. Be sure it's seated right. And now all we're gonna do is screw these screws down. And then now it's time to bend those pins down and solder them on. As you can see, that's pushed down in the contact. We're gonna do Next one. Now the next step is we are going to solder on the contacts and add a little bit just for that extra security. There's one. Be sure you orientate the copper plate. And then we're going to take our lid, we're going to put it back on. Be sure everything is seated. And then from here, you're good to go and put it on your car and start it up. So another way we can tell if the mass airflow sensor has gotten any better or if you've successfully repaired it is we're going to read across these 3 pins and compare them to each other, and you should get a resistance reading, and you can always compare that to the factory repair manual. And when you read across these 3 pins, you are reading across the hot film resistor or wire that's on the actual MAF itself that's measuring the incoming air, and then that sends that information to your ECU. So you're going to turn your multimeter onto resistance, and then we're going to read across all 3. So you're going to take your leads, read them across. So we got 18.4 thousand ohms across that channel, and then we got 0.5 thousand ohms across that channel. And then we got 12.6 ohms across that channel. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video on my tutorial on repairing a mass airflow sensor with the housing style. This is a long lost art that is generally not taught a lot these days. And if you want to see more content like this, please like and subscribe. Thank you.